going to be a very difficult video for me. But I'm wanting to make this video to show everyone that no matter what you're thinking at the time and how bad you feel, things do get better. I posted some stuff on my Facebook in relation to this video, showing like stuff that I've done in 2013, like my dream job, and like now in 2016 I do actually have that dream job, even though it's taken like a few years. I have got there. What I have next to me, there's quite a lot, is, oh, if you can see, my old diaries. This is the first one. This one dates back, it starts in the 20th of July 2001. It's just about me going on a train and things, but this is when I started to keep diaries. And I sort of like on and off, like I never finished them, as you can tell. You never do at that age. 2001, how old was I? I was 8. Yeah, 8. Because it wasn't my birthday yet, so I was 8. So you never keep these things. So this one isn't really relevant for what I'm wanting to do. But this is the first one that I really started. I started this one on the 20th of August 2005. And I've read this one a lot. I mean, it's falling apart. And here's a photo of me when I started the diary. Well, no, it doesn't have my dress or anything. I was like, oh, that would have been bad. But that's what I looked like when I started the diary. That's me at 14. And obviously McFly, because they were my go-to band and my favourite band back then, and they still are now. But yeah, I thought I would read some snippets from, well, all of my diaries throughout the years. I stopped doing them in, I think, 2014 really. I stopped doing them. But like, I thought I would just read some stuff from it. And I'm finding it, I was reading it upstairs, and it does still hurt. And it sounds stupid because this stuff happened so long ago, like 11 years ago. But the people are still in my life. Like, I've not moved away. Like, it's not like I'm living somewhere completely different. Like, the school I went to is down the road from where I live. And all these people I still see. I don't hold a grudge against any of them because we were kids. Like, we were 14. But it does still hurt looking back, because I remember me back then. I remember me, and I remember how I felt, and I remember hating myself. And I wish I could go back and tell me then that all this stuff that's happening is just going to make me stronger. But I thought I would just read some of the stuff, and this was from the 1st of August 2005. It's saying, I want to hurt her with names, but I can't. I love dreaming because I'm popular, but in reality it's the total opposite. Everyone hates me. She's starting to hurt me and make me feel upset. Just stuff like that. It sounds really stupid, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, I remember writing this. Everyone hates me. And then tears. And it's stupid. But this is me, and this was my life, and this is how I felt. And just basically friends putting me in the middle, and saying that they can't talk to me, and when I'm sitting with one of my guy friends at the time, being prank called and being told that I was stupid and that I couldn't hang around with this guy because he was hers, and like we were friends. And it's just looking back, and it's like all stupid high school crap that basically happens. And yeah, this was from the 25th of January 2006. Me and one of my friends were walking to Tesco, and this girl's brother comes up to my face, starts shouting in my face, and this girl goes up to my other friends and goes, "Where are you going?" and pushing us and cornering us when we were just walking to Tesco, and telling me that if I do anything again, I'll kick your fucking cunt in. And you can actually see that I've just drawn like sad face, and that's how I felt, and that's how I wanted to express myself. And I'm thinking about this day, and like, although now I know the date because I've written the date, and I like dates and remembering exactly when things happen. I can remember when I was standing, and it was just down the road from where I live, and I remember that day very well, and I remember just thinking, why is this happening? We're just walking down the street. And yeah, on 30th of January 2006, the school told us that me and this girl need to go see a bullying doctor, well, psychiatrist basically, and she told us stupid things, and I remember just sitting and in that room and thinking, this is bloody ridiculous. And it's saying like that, listening to the song "I'll Be Okay" by McFly, I know it'll get me through it, I know it. If I have children, I'm not going to let them get bullied. I want this to stop, full stop. And that's what I've written in my diary. And yeah, moving school. I moved school on the 17th of March 2006. And it was saying like, I moved school on the 17th, and on the 18th there was a janitor strike, then I got 2 weeks and then a holiday, and then I'll be straight into exams. I'm really scared. I've made a few new friends. I also talked to other girls, and it's saying that this school is way better than my old school. I can never imagine going back there. I don't know how my friend can still put up with our old school. And saying that this other girl, yeah, tried to get away from me and lied to me basically. She's never spoken to me since. Yeah. What I've noticed a lot about my diaries is a lot of them say I'm not feeling very well, and I'm staying in bed. And at the time I thought, oh, I'm just sick. But I wasn't sick. I was becoming mentally drained, is the way I would put it. Yeah. This was one from the 17th of June 2006. Me saying that I hate my life, I hate it. My dad says I don't exist and to ignore me. I tell my brother to ignore me. He also mocks me. And so my brother and dad keep saying things. I feel like a 3-year-old. It just seems a bit stupid, but this stuff really mattered back then. And although some of the problems are still there. I mean, it's not all gonna get better from this is quite funny. From the 21st of June 2006, I'm also having a busted face. Just, oh, that's quite funny. Yeah, but also on that day I saw the school psychologist. This was at my second school. and then we've done a map of what's happening now, what I want to be happening, what I want to happen, and in 3 months, what I want to happen and how I'm going to get there. Yeah. But psychologists and things never really helped at all. They didn't really understand what was going on. They didn't understand why I was acting this way. Why. I'm trying to find, like, all of this is basically. Again, 29th of June, I don't feel well, I've got a sore stomach. My parents are shouting. My dad moans at me. This girl hasn't spoken to me in a while. Last time I saw her, she was with a big gang shouting things at me. She is using me, I can't understand it. She wants to be part of the crowd and she wants to be accepted. She still has one of my old mobiles. In a way, I'm kind of scared of her. If I aren't friends with her, she bullies me and she's using me. I can't win. In a way, I wish I could go back and listen to what these other girls said and saying that she's bad news and that she'll use you and ditch you. I said no, she won't. I don't think she's like that. But look what's happened. It was a big mistake making friends with her in the first place. I thought she was different. I trusted her. When we first met, she seemed so different. I feel like she talks behind my back. People think I'm a geek. But if they just took the time to get to know me, I am so different. I am different outside school. Sometimes I cry because I hate myself, because people think that. I wish I had loads of friends. I wish I didn't wear stupid glasses. If I could change, I would, but I can't. If I hadn't made friends with her in the first place, I'd probably still be friends with these other girls. Now I'm lying here wondering what will happen next. What would have happened if I hadn't made friends with her? Or if I hadn't moved school?